Hello, I'm Elizabeth, Dr. E. Carter, your host of this Elevate Your Value Summit. I hope you are enjoying the speakers so far and encourage you to watch as much as you can during these 3 days. Now, as we move into the new year, how many of you have really big goals? Many of which will require you to step out of your comfort zone. Now, I heard once someone said, your comfort zone is the danger zone because nothing good ever happens there. So I'm encouraging all of you to lean in, stretch yourself, because that will be how you will elevate and allow yourselves to grow and bloom and have a fantastic 2023. Now, today I'm going to talk to you about being visible, vocal, and valued, the blueprint to elevate your value in the workplace. And I'll talk to you about two main areas. First of all, what keeps us deflated, unsure, and pretty much stuck in place. Then I will share with you my 3-step framework to elevate your value. First, what keeps us deflated? And it's really the problem that, first of all, we have so many people in our heads. We are listening to so many other people's opinions, what they think you should do, what they want you to do. But what about what you need to do? Second is imposter syndrome. Statistics show that nearly 80% of employees have experienced some sort of imposter syndrome during their career. And probably for minorities, it's more than that. And we need to recognize that when things happen for us, it's not because it's just sheer luck or timing. It's because we've actually earned it. We've deserved it. We've probably been waiting for it. Next is complacency. Yes, sitting in that comfort zone because you know what? It's safe. How many of you love sitting in the safe, complacent zone? Yeah, I know. I've been there. Everything is great. Your money is good. You love your coworkers. Your schedule's pretty much regulated, and you pretty much can do everything that you need to do. But you're not growing. And last is fear of failure. And even though we fail all the time, every single time something goes wrong the way we didn't want it to go, a little bit of our ego, our self-esteem, our self-worth seems to go away. And we need to think about that in the opposite. And let me tell you how all of those have played into my life. When I was growing up, I was supposed to be a lawyer. From birth, basically, I was told that was what I was going to be. But when I got to undergrad, it just wasn't in the cards for me. I wasn't good at writing. I didn't like law. And when I decided and told my parents I did not want to be a lawyer, I felt lost. It was all those opinions in my head got me confused. I was like a job drifter when I graduated undergrad. First of all, I changed majors twice after not being pre-law, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But I found my way into insurance in the finance department because I was really good in math. But every time I got a promotion, there came the imposter syndrome. I was always questioning, okay, why did I get promoted? Was it because I actually earned it and deserved it? Or was there some other motive that was not necessarily in my favor? And back in 2014, 2015, I became complacent. I loved my coworkers. I worked pretty much down the block from the office. I had a lot of freedom with my job, but I knew that I was meant for more. But I was like, I can wait. They were talking about different things, different opportunities. There was always change happening. I felt that I was a valued employee, that I would benefit from something eventually. How many of you have had that feeling? You're sitting, waiting, thinking something's going to happen for me? Well, let me tell you the day that my life changed. It was February of 2016. Again, I was in my complacent zone, loving what I was doing, growing, and my boss called me into her office. And I said, oh my God, I am finally going to get my promotion. And she proceeds to tell me that instead of being elevated, I was being terminated due to a downsizing exercise, and my job would end in June. So I had 4 months to transition my work to somebody else. And I was devastated because I was doing all the right things, staying late, raising my hand for projects, volunteering out in the community, part of professional associations. And this was what they showed. And when I stopped and reflected on my life, what I realized, all I had gained was high cholesterol, high blood pressure. When I looked at the scale, I had gained weight. And at that moment, I realized I had been putting the job first and me last. I needed to reframe my mind and focus on me. Stop worrying about other people. Get over my failure. Stop being complacent because I was limiting myself. And actually, I said to myself, you know what? I'm leaving corporate. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to go out and empower other ambitious women like me to thrive, learn from the mistakes I made. I want women to move faster than I did up the ladder. And I created my company, Appeal. And it's about helping people become more vocal, visible, and valued. But entrepreneurship is hard. How many of you are entrepreneurs, or how many of you are employees trying to become an entrepreneur? I call myself a corporatepreneur because what happened was in 2017, I got another job because I needed to pay my bills. And an executive coach said to me, go back into where you have strength and can command a salary, and at the same time, grow your business. And your salary will allow you to invest in yourself and the company to learn all the skills and tools you need to be successful. And that's what I did. And I want to share with you how I was able to elevate in the new job I took in 2017 to where I am today. And I call the framework the YUPS. And if you go to my website, the link is above my head there. Also, the QR code is on the side of me here. And take a look at this checklist as I talk about the framework. And I call it the YUPS, Y-U-P-S, because when I tell you what they are, it's not rocket science. It's not new. When you hear them, you will say to yourself, yep, I've done that. Yep, I have heard that. Yep, someone else did it and they were successful. Yup. And the three pieces are set up, show up, and step up. And again, if you go to the site, you'll be able to download this checklist of some information about how you can verify how you are achieving the YUP framework. To give you a perspective of the three areas, first of all, set up is about your mindset. We first have to shift our thinking. No more worrying about other people, getting over failure, no more imposter syndrome, bringing people into your circle that will allow you to grow and that you can learn from. This way, your opportunities are limitless. You see freedom. You have already been resilient to get to where you are today. Continue that same forcefulness, thoughtfulness, and grit to move forward. Second is show up. And that is, once you've shifted your mindset and you were in the back of the room, now you are walking toward the front. You are gaining confidence. You know what skills you bring to the table. You are resourceful. You're showing your knowledge. And last is step up. Now you've come for the front. Here you are. Now let people know exactly who you are and what you do. You are thriving. People are talking about you when you're not even in the room. You are an influencer. You are elevated and you have arrived. Those are the yups. And I'll tell you how it worked for me. What I had to first do was shift my mindset again to say, I need to put me first. And everything I do for me, the company will benefit, but I benefit more. Once I gained confidence to say, I know what I bring to the table, I will not let anyone tell me otherwise. And my uniqueness will create opportunities for me. And last, when people got to know who Elizabeth Carter was, what she brought to the table, then people were calling me up. They wanted me to be part of their team, part of their projects. And what happened for me was that I was promoted in my job back in 2022. So these skills work. These tools are so helpful. And now so many people are on my calendar wanting to talk to me about what I've done, how I have maneuvered corporate. I am a speaker and a 6-time best-selling author. So I tell you all, please go to my website, www.eac-appeal, that's 2 A's, 2 P's, EAL.com/free-gift.html, and you will be able to receive this download or scan the QR code to get the same page. Now, let me just share with you one aspect of this checklist. It is under the category of setup. And these are some questions that you need to think about. Number one, reflect on what's holding you back. Is it some situation, a person, maybe where you are today? You have to free yourself to move forward. Second is get clarity on your vision. So many people get on my calendar to talk to me about their problems, their struggle, why they feel they're stuck. And when I ask them, where are they trying to go? What is their goal? They're not quite sure. I don't know. But until you have clarity on the end, it's tough to maneuver the middle. So gaining clarity on where you want to be and then set your roadmap and milestones is beneficial. And last on this page is shift your mindset and engage with people who will also help you shift your mindset. You are who you hang around with. Take a look at who those people are. I again encourage you to get the checklist, look at the remaining items, and I have an offer for you. In addition to this free gift, on Saturday, after the summit, I will be doing a webinar. It'll be Saturday the 28th at 8 p.m. It'll be the Elevate Your Value webinar. Let me just share with you some of the topics that I will talk to you about. It's going to be 45 minutes. It is going to be quick and in depth. Let me share with you under the 3 categories, just highlights. Under setup, we will talk about going from cloudy to clarity. We will talk about who you have surrounding you and why they need to be your crew. Under show up, we'll go from being confined to confidence, from left out to brought in. And under step up, it will be how do you go from new to known and from perplexed to profound. Yes, so how you get access to this webinar is you must sign up for my VIP option. Now, the VIP option, if you scroll below this live screen, there'll be a button. For $99, you get access to the replays of all the videos. This way, in case you missed one of our speakers, maybe you might even miss the person that invited you to this summit, you'll have access to watch all of them and some bonuses. You also will have access to attend this webinar. Again, $99. Scroll down below where it says, click here for the VIP option, and we'll be able to talk in depth about these yups. I'm Elizabeth Dr. E. Carter. Again, I am the founder of this summit, Elevate Your Value. I'm so excited that you joined us today. Please enjoy the rest of the summit, and I am always big on taking notes and takeaways. Be sure that you find something that you can immediately use tomorrow to elevate your career. Thanks for joining us.